Across from me, looking surprisingly calm for someone who just spent an hour on Twitter, is Katie.
It wasn't an hour, Miles. It was 4 minutes, and I have now aged a decade. I saw a thread about sandwich toppings that escalated into accusations of treason.
Naturally, because mayonnaise is a slippery slope to anarchy. But that actually brings us perfectly to tonight's topic. We are talking about the reactive society.
Oh, the shoot first, think never approach to life. I'm familiar.
Exactly. We got a request to talk about how we've moved from a culture of dialogue to a culture of knee-jerk outrage. And honestly, the science backs it up. We are literally rewiring our brains to be angry toddlers.
It's true. I was reading about the amygdala hijack. It's a term coined by psychologist Daniel Goleman. Basically, your amygdala is your brain's security guard.
But a very, very stupid security guard.
The stupidest. Its job is to detect threats, lions, tigers, bears. But in the modern world, it can't tell the difference between a physical threat and an intellectual one. So when someone comments on your post saying, "I actually prefer deep dish pizza," your amygdala screams, "We are under attack! Release the adrenaline! Punch them in the throat!"
So physiologically, your body is preparing to fight a saber-toothed tiger, but you're just sitting at a desk in ergonomic silence, aggressively typing in all caps. That is the definition of the reactive society. We are biological cavemen with fiber optic internet.
And he gets worse because of something called affective polarization. Have you seen the data on this? Researchers found that in the US, our love for our own political party has stayed relatively stable, but our hatred for the opposing party has skyrocketed since the 1970s.
Right. We don't vote for people anymore. We vote against the people we think are villains. It's not patriotism, it's spite. Which is funny because the listener who sent this topic in mentioned that we confuse patriotism with hostility. And history actually has a really funny counterexample to that.
Oh, lay it on me. I love historical receipts.
So let's go back to the 17th and 18th centuries, the Age of Enlightenment. You know where people went to argue politics back then?
The comment section of the town crier?
Coffee houses. They were literally called penny universities. You paid a penny for admission, which covered your coffee, and you could sit there for hours listening to the smartest people in London or Philadelphia debate philosophy, science, and politics.
A penny for a lecture? That is a steal. My university degree cost significantly more and came with way less caffeine.
But here's the key difference between a penny university and Twitter. In a coffee house, you were face to face. You couldn't just drop a bomb of an insult and vanish. You had to sit there and defend it. It forced a level of civility because if you were too annoying, you just wouldn't get invited to the table next time.
That's the social friction we're missing. The internet is frictionless. You can be a jerk with zero consequences. But Miles, we can't talk about this without bringing up the king of cool-headed discourse himself, Benjamin Franklin.
My absolute favorite founding father. The man invented swim fins and diplomacy.
He did, but in his autobiography, he wrote about how he trained himself to stop being an arrogant know-it-all. He realized that arguing to win just made people dig in their heels.
It's the backfire effect, right? Psychologists know this now. If you hit someone with facts that contradict their identity, they don't change their mind. They actually believe their wrong opinion more strongly.
Exactly. So Franklin hacked the system. He decided to remove all words of absolute certainty from his vocabulary. He stopped saying certainly, undoubtedly, or obviously. Instead, he started saying I conceive, or it appears to me, or I imagine.
That is so passive-aggressive. I love it.
It wasn't passive-aggressive. It was genius. By lowering his own confidence, he lowered the other person's defenses. He wasn't attacking them. He was inviting them to correct him. And because he didn't seem like a threat, people actually listened to him. He basically nice-guyed his way into founding a nation.
So true patriotism isn't screaming, "I'm right." It's saying, "It appears to me that we might be in a pickle. What do you think?"
Yes, wisdom is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Which brings us to another psychological gem, the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Ah, the Mount Stupid phenomenon.
Right. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. Basically, the less you know, the more confident you are that you're an expert.
This explains every uncle at Thanksgiving who knows exactly how to fix the economy but can't figure out how to switch the TV input to HDMI 2.
It's tragic but true. And in a reactive society, Dunning-Kruger runs wild because we read headlines, not articles. We get that dopamine hit of I know the truth without the vegetables of I actually researched the context.
So if we want to stop being a reactive society, we basically have to do three things. First, tell our amygdala to shut up because it's not a bear, it's just a different opinion.
Second, channel our inner Ben Franklin. Drop the certainly and pick up the it appears to me.
And third, admit that maybe, just maybe, we are standing on the peak of Mount Stupid and need to climb down to the Valley of Humility.
I don't like the Valley of Humility. There's no cell service there.
No, but the conversation is much better. And honestly, that's what this is about. Reaction is fast. Response takes time. If we want to save our sanity, we have to slow down.
So the next time you feel that surge of rage because someone said The Godfather is overrated,
Who said that? Give me their name. I just want to talk.
Miles. Pause. Amygdala.
Right. It appears to me that they have terrible taste in movies. See, I'm growing.
I'm so proud of you.
That's all the time we have for tonight. Stop reacting, start responding, and maybe go buy a penny's worth of coffee for someone you disagree with.
Good night, everyone.